some pictures of some paintings. Can you
Mm.
just give me the backstory and the whole ideal of it? This is my favorite one right here. Muhammad
Mm.
Ali. I love the
That's
background.
dope. That's
Yeah.
dope.
Talk to me about this
That's
one.
dope. You did research. That's funny. uh, it was actually a commission for someone. They said, "Yo, do you do abstract art?" I'm like, "What's abstract?" So I had to do my due diligence and figure out what abstract was. I'm like, oh, okay. So that was my interpretation, and it came out better than I imagined.
So you've never done abstract art before, and
Not
this
quite.
was your first time.
Yes, sir.
Wow, and you sure you're not the most talented guy in Essex County?
Nah,
You don't want to crown
nah,
yourself
I
that?
don't think so. I don't think so.
All right, this is another one I like. I was this is Ric
Mm,
Flair, right?
that's
I'm
my
correct, right?
favorite.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was huge into wrestling as a kid, and
Yes.
I must say, you got early Ric Flair spot on to a T. The
Yeah.
hair is just gold, and his look, it's still he has a look of cockiness, even
Yeah.
though it's not shown. Like it's amazing. What was the story behind that one?
Now, Ric Flair, that's my first idol in my life. Ric Flair. You know, before I found out about gangsters and drugs and cars and women, he was my idol. Just his confidence, you know.
Do you paint it for yourself, or was that for someone else?
No, that was for me.
Okay, this is one that was strictly for you.
Yeah, that's just for me. Yeah.
The Muhammad Ali one, did you? How much did you sell this one for? I forgot to ask.
I mean, probably $200.
200, and that's light. That's just a normal price.
Yeah, it's normal price. I'm definitely selling myself short, and I'm gonna rise the price exponentially because it's not like you can go next door and find someone with my capability
Yeah,
either.
it's so unique to find some art like this, and I feel like that's such a cheap price. Because listen, I don't know anything about the art world. I know, Picasso. I know
Yeah,
Andy Warhol. I know, the normal ones.
the mainstream guys. Yeah.
Yeah, and I see some of this art. Like I remember seeing a banana duct taped to a wall, and that was just a picture. And
Yeah,
that
like
was sell. Yeah,
$200,000.
yeah, it was an extreme amount. And I look at stuff like this, and this is just minuscule. This is
Crazy, man.
yeah.
It's crazy.
Does that piss you off? How much does that piss you off? You don't. How much does that make you mad? Tell me how mad that makes.
It doesn't make me mad. I'm thinking when it's time for me to make that sum of money, I'll make it. So it doesn't make me mad. The art is the biggest blessing in my life because like it just gives me peace when I'm doing it. So I don't really do it for a dollar amount. If it
Yeah, yeah.
comes, that'd be nice. But
Mhm.
the peace of mind it provide me with, I'm gonna trade
Okay, this is another one that I really like. I think this is funny. I remember exactly where
it.
I was when Wilder got knocked out. So what's the story behind that? Are you a Tyson Fury fan, or did someone want that picture? Tell me what was behind that
I'm just an asshole. That's what it
one.
is. I thought that shit was hilarious. I did it the second it happened, and that's really it. I'm just an asshole. Like anyone who knows me know I'm the goofiest person you probably ever meet in your life, and that was one of the times it spilled over into my artwork.
Did you sell that picture?
Nah, I wouldn't do that. I felt I didn't want to make light of his setback. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just did it for a laugh, and I got more than I anticipated.
You got it. I feel like this should go viral, and you did it like right. How long does it take you to do a picture like this?
That took about 30 minutes,
This took 30 minutes.
if that.
Do you I know you kind of admire Bob Ross a little bit. Would you ever
Yeah,
do
bro.
like a Bob Ross type show where it's really exploiting you painting, or is that kind of a secret? I know you've shown your paintings in music
Yeah.
videos, but do you feel like it's a secret, or do you want to show it off?
No, I do it. I've painted live on Facebook at least 4 or 5 times because someone said they wanted to know the computer app I use for the artwork, and I was so offended. So I was like, computer app? So I did it live online. Yeah, it's like no app. I wish it was an app. But
So you just do it just to prove people wrong.
Yeah, I love to, put yoke on people's face, pause. You know what I'm saying? So I'm with them. Yeah, I definitely love to shut people up. So yeah.
I definitely understand. I got a couple more pictures. I got R. Kelly right here. Now tell me about this. Tell me about that one.
R. Kelly, he's probably one of the most prolific and gifted artists I've ever heard in my life, but he's not a good person, And I hear horror stories about what he does to young women It's like, bro, you 50 years old, man. You know what I mean? Like, why are you looking at children, teenagers? You know, so it's just like, I don't respect pedophiles. I don't respect informants if you're in the street life. And, you know, I'm sure I'm forgetting something, but I don't respect it. I don't respect it.
Did you make that when the documentary aired, or did you just make it?
It was before that.
It was before.
Yeah, it was before. Cause I was reading. I saw something online where a girl's parents were pleading with him to release their daughter, and this was before the expose. You know, so I'm like, oh, this guy's a really piece of shit. You know, and I just don't. I don't fuck with R. Kelly.
Yeah, the news has always been out, but now it's really
been out
it's because of the documentary. That's the only reason why.
But I remember when I was a kid that he married Aaliyah. I'm like, damn, she's a baby. You know what I mean? And she's like 15, and that boy was in mid-20s. I'm like, that's not right. You know, and I just never really rocked with him. He makes beautiful music. You know.
Yeah, great music, but they definitely swept everything under the rug. This is my last picture right here. Tell me what's going on right here. Did you make this for someone, or is this you and your wife? Tell me what's going on.
Hey, I can't draw me and my wife because it would be explicit. But I think that was like some Valentine's artwork I did. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was it. That was for myself. I want to draw everything that comes to my mind, but I'm moving so much I don't have opportunity. So I had a moment there, and that's what came out.
So most of these paintings are for yourself.
Yeah, the majority is for myself. Like, as of late, I haven't been able to do anything for myself just because my demand has grown exponentially. So I haven't been able to do anything for myself.
Have you been getting a lot? Well, before I ask that question, when I think of the picture I just showed,
yeah.
Does anyone come up to you and say, hey, can you draw my wife naked? Here's a picture of my wife. Hey, can you draw my partner naked? Has anyone ever asked you that?
No, guys generally try to keep me away from their wives. So no. Yeah. No.
So what was the most obstruct thing you've had to paint?
I mean, I've done nude paintings of women. Like, I've done body paint, stuff like that. I've done that. That was cool. Like, I never anticipated in a million years I'd be painting on a woman's body. Like, you know, I was like, oh, all right, this art shit is dope. But
have you been getting a lot of requests for paintings now because of everything going on?
Yeah, it's overwhelming. It's actually overwhelming.
Is it? And you say that you can do these pieces in like 30 minutes. Have you guys dedicated a whole day to it? Like, you can, like, how many paintings do you think you can knock out in one day?
I wake up and paint. Five or six a day sometimes.
What's the environment when you paint? Do you put on music, or is it completely silent?
No, it depends. It depends. If I'm having a difficult day, I probably won't turn anything on, and I just draw. Mostly I like music in the background, or I listen to other artists discuss their procedure on how they do their artwork. But I find myself studying artists a lot these days, and it's crazy to me. Oh,
so you actually study artists
every day?
Okay.
Every day. I'm a YouTube University alumni. So yeah. Yes, sir.
Do you ever put on your music while you paint and you kind of break down, like, you know, it's like a player watching their tape after a game? Like, you ever listen to your music and try to, like, you know what, I can say this better, or maybe I should change this?
No, I rarely listen to my music. I rarely, if ever, listen to my music.
Why is that?